Hi, this is just some points of reference when you're having a conversation with a client about a 504 loan, which is an SBA loan, where you have a first by the bank and then you have a second by the CDC, which will do a 20 to 25-year fixed loan, and the rates are pretty low. So it's usually a 50% first, 35 to 40% second. So that 504 is the CDC, who is the one who does it, or the SBA. A couple things to just be aware of. The prepayment penalty for a 504 loan on that second is usually about a 10-year declining, so 10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2-1. So it's important to notate that for the client just so they're aware they're going to be in it for a while. But if they plan on holding on to it, it's not a bad thing. Unlike the 7A, they don't have to put a second on somebody's home, so that's a positive thing. The other thing is the fees are a little bit less, probably maybe by a quarter to a half a point than the 7A, so that's a good thing to notate as well. You are being underwritten by two different lenders, so there's going to be two packages, two underwriters, two individuals involved, so just it's important for the client to understand that when you're having a conversation with them. And the process is pretty similar. It should take about 60 to 65 days to close. If there's construction, it could be more complicated, but it is important to understand that. So these are just some things to understand. Also, just on SBA as a whole, that if they have a spouse, that the spouse is going to have to guarantee as well. They're going to have to sign personally. In some instances, they're going to want life insurance for the borrower as well. So you may have a discussion with them with respect to the life insurance policy that's usually about the same amount as the loan, and then the lender will take an assignment of that so that if they ever passed away, that they could get their loan paid back. Something else to just be aware of is that it's a full recourse loan. They're going to sign personally and the company. They're going to underwrite other entities that they have as well, and those other entities possibly are going to have to guarantee as well. So I think the borrower should be aware of that. And also they're going to run a CAVERS report. And you go, what's a CAVERS report? Well, if the client has ever had any federal debt historically that they have defaulted on, then that's going to come up in the system, and that will be an automatic no unless they went back and paid that back. So just important to press into that a little bit as well, and just to make sure you're really understanding the full picture of things before you go. So those are just some quick tidbits to share with the client as you're going through the process on a 504 loan.